On today's commodities market recap, Niger-based uranium developer Global Atomic seems to have found a prominent customer in North America for future production. Those evil Russians cut off gas supplies to France and Italy, and retail investors seem to be piling into physical gold in the good old US of A. Let's go. Global Atomic has received a letter of intent to purchase 2.1 million pounds of uranium over a 6-year period starting in 2025 from a major North American utility. Clocking in at 7% of Global's DASA operation production during that time frame, this quantity is certainly nothing to sneeze at. It looks like pricing will be a blend of predictability and market exposure, allowing both a stable pricing measurement along with some upside in the case of rising uranium prices, a factor that Global Atomic CEO Stephen Roman has mentioned will likely underlie most contracts the company makes in the near future. Potential revenue for the deal clocks in at over $110 million, and this move certainly aligns with Global Atomic's messaging about wanting to establish sales contracts with Tier 1 utilities worldwide. A quote here from the CEO. "We are cognizant that contract awards for greenfield uranium projects are not made every day, and this is among the first in this market cycle." Now, there's no such thing as a CEO quote in a press release that paints anything but the rosiest picture of the future, but this is certainly a step in the right direction as Global Atomic seeks to advance to uranium production slated for 2024. It remains to be seen how many major utilities will sit down at the table with the company, but more certainly may be encouraged to do so after seeing this initial letter of intent. I am personally a shareholder in the company and will be watching closely as things unfold to see if the project remains on track as we move forward. The news did not seem to affect the share price much as it jumped up slightly before falling down, but my god, both uranium and broad markets are in a bloodbath right now, so I didn't really expect anything less. I do, however, see this as an opportunity to potentially accumulate in the uranium sector. However, prices could fall lower than they are now, presenting an even greater buying opportunity, the whole buying the dip of the dip of the dip. So I don't try to time markets too much and would rather just purchase when I have cash available. Speaking of uranium, it's one of the many commodities I discussed with investing legend Peter Grandich in our interview this week. The link to that will be above me in this video. In the never-ending Russia versus the rest of Europe saga, another piece of drama has unfolded on the grand geopolitical stage, as Russia has apparently cut off 50% of gas supplies to Italy and completely cut France off from gas supplies it was receiving via Germany. Turns out that when you throw every sanction you can muster at a country, they tend to not be friendly towards you. Who knew? Now, Italy receives a whopping 40% of its natural gas supplies from Russia, so if the issue isn't resolved either by Russia turning supplies back on or Italy finding natural gas elsewhere, we will certainly see energy prices rise in Italy as a result of these cutbacks. France is in a better position with just 17% of its total gas coming from Russia, but not by much because they've been cut off 100%. Russian officials claim that supply reduction is due to repairs and maintenance that is ongoing at the Nord Stream 1 pipeline, but Italian Prime Minister and wannabe dictator Mario Draghi is not buying it. As he stated, "Both Germany and us and others believe these are lies. In reality, they are making a political use of gas like they are using grain for political use." Maybe old Draghi is right, and it certainly wouldn't surprise me, but perhaps the truth will be revealed as time moves forward. One thing's for certain, if supplies don't ramp back up, we could see an even higher price increase for natural gas in Europe, which is crazy considering how high it's already gone, and this will have a rippling effect throughout the entire European economy. If you enjoy this content and want to see more, please be sure to like and subscribe. Takes 2 seconds, helps this channel, ensures you'll always be notified of new videos. It's a win-win. It appears that a lot of Americans are waking up to the fact that fiat currency is on its way to the slaughterhouse, as sales of the American buffalo, a popular 24-karat 1-ounce gold coin, have risen dramatically according to Wall Street Silver. This chart shows a projection for just how high sales could go this year based on the 238,000 ounces worth of coins that have already been sold between January and May. If the trend continues, a massive 570,000 ounces of the buffalo will have been purchased and could be an indicator that people are recognizing gold as the safe haven asset that it truly is. If these numbers are accurate, it warms my heart to see more people paying attention to where their currency is headed and embracing sound money, because trust me, there are so few of us who actually care or understand that the more that get added to our ranks, the stronger we become. In my opinion, there are 3 forms of hard money currently available. That is gold, silver, and Bitcoin. And I think if you care about your wealth getting eaten away by the hidden tax of inflation, and you're concerned with the direction that fiat currencies are headed around the globe, it will probably pay off to have all of those different forms of hard money within your possession. That means no ETFs, that means don't vault your physical gold and silver, and that means take custody of your Bitcoin. My God, we saw the whole Celsius disaster. You do not want to leave your coins on an exchange. Not your keys, not your coins. Friends, we're living in unprecedented times. Stock up on food, get your hands on some hard money, and prepare yourselves for what may be coming ahead. If everything is fine, you still have sound money that exists outside of government control. And if things are headed in the direction I think they may be headed, you may be one of the last ones standing, whereas the others will have to be on their knees begging for handouts from a corrupt, parasitic, and predatory government cartel. Stay safe, and see you next time.
Commodity Culture is a series on commodities and natural resources. If you would like to see more, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you're always up to date with the latest episodes.